Good morning, class 12th. This is subject business studies, chapter 4, planning, and lecture 4. In our last lecture, we have discussed about single use plans and standing plans. Fine. There are so many single use plans and standing plans, I told you, such like objectives, policy, rule, budget, strategy, procedure, method, and program. So here in this lecture we'll study about objective, strategy and policy. First of objectives. See, objectives are the endpoints which are numerically expressed that a manager seeks to achieve within a given time period. What does it mean? It means that objectives are the results or ends which the management seeks to achieve by its operation. The management has to do a lot of tasks to achieve its objective. So, objectives define the future desired position which an organization strives to achieve. Fine. For an example, we can say the objective of an organization may be increasing sale by 10% in the next quarter. Fine. So these are the end points or results which the management wants to achieve by its operations. These are the features of objectives. Means what does we include in objectives? Number one, objectives focus on broad general issues. You know, objectives represent the end point of planning. So the end result of activities. All other managerial activities are also directed towards achieving these objectives. So these objectives include the broad general issues. Fine. Second one is objectives should be measurable in quantitative terms. You know, objectives serve as a guide for overall planning. So these may be defined as a quantitative terms. For an example, we can say crossing 40,000 crore mark in turnover of refrigerator by 2020. 40,000, what do you mean by 40,000 here? These terms define quantitative terms so that we can set our target or objective, we can say, in quantity, and we can easily measure it, we can easily compare it with others production. Fine. So we can take one more example, such like reduction in the quality rejects from 7% to 3%. Means in the coming year we want to reduce the quality rejects, means the product which are rejected due to low quality. So we have to decrease these type of product, and we have to increase the quality measure of some particular product. Fine. So if we want to decrease the quality rejects from 7% to 3%, these are also measurable in quantitative terms. So understood this point? It means objective should be measurable in quantitative terms. Next one is objectives are usually set by top management. Top management focus on broad general issues. So all other managerial activities are also directed towards achieving these objectives. Fine. So objectives include all these things. Objective focus, as we can see on the screen, it focus on broad general issues. So many issues are there, but we have to achieve objective apart from these objectives issues. Fine. Objective should be measurable in quantitative terms. Objective should be in quantitative terms so that we can define the objective easily, we can understood it, and we can easily compare it. Third one is these are usually set by the top management. Top management set these objectives to do their managerial activities more efficiently and effectively. Fine. Next one is strategy. What do you mean by strategy? Strategy Strategy is a comprehensive plan for accomplishing an organization's objective, taking business environment into consideration. What does it mean? That it is a comprehensive plan to achieve the objectives of some organization, so that all the business environment, element of business environment, we can take into consideration. Fine. So it includes three dimensions. Number one, determining the long term objective of the enterprise. Number two, adopting a particular course of action. And number three, allocating resources necessary to achieve the objective. Fine. So here are some points about strategy. See, number one, strategy is prepared by top management. This is also prepared by top management because it also refers to the future decision defining the organization direction. Fine. So it is prepared by top management to achieve the objective decided by the management for the whole organization. Fine. Second point is it refers to the future decision defining the organization's direction and scope in the long run. What does it mean? It means that strategy refers to the future decision. Under strategies, the organization prepare a lot of directions and scope in the long run for the organization to be able to compete in the market. Fine. So it refers to future decision which define the organization direction and scope in the long run, so that an organization can stay in the long run in the market and it can achieve its profit and it can grow up to the level, up to the extent it has already decided. Fine. So that it has made strategies. Third one is whenever a strategy is formulated, the business environment needs to be taken into consideration. Definitely, a strategy takes into consideration the business environment and competition. So, the changes in the business environment, such as economic, political, social, legal, and technological environment, will affect an organization's strategy. For an example, we can say a company's marketing strategy may relate to the following questions. Say it be, who are the customers? What is the demand for the product? What is the pricing policy? Which channel of distribution to use? And how do we advertise our product? Fine. So we can say that when a strategy is made, it is made by taking the business environment into consideration. We can say one more example. Coca-Cola and Pepsi are the competitor in the soft drink market. If Coca-Cola reduces the prices of its product in the market, then the counter plan of Pepsi, counter plan means we can say strategy of Pepsi of maintaining its market share may be considered as strategy to achieve. Are you getting me? They are saying whenever a strategy is formulated, the business environment needs to be taken into consideration. Suppose Coca-Cola has already reduced the prices of the product. So Pepsi, who is its competitor, will also have to reduce the price of the particular product which they are producing, so that they can compete with Coca-Cola and they can achieve. Fine. So it is formulated by top management. Second one is it refers to the future decision defining the organization's direction and scope in the long run. They are saying strategy provides future decision so that the organization stay in the long run in the market. And next one is Whenever a strategy is formulated, the business environment needs to be taken into consideration. Fine. So we have already done objective and strategy. Now we'll see policy. What do you mean by policy? Policy is a general guideline that guides thinking towards a particular direction. It brings uniformity in decision making. They are saying that policies are general statements that guide thinking and energize towards a particular direction. So, a policy can be defined as a general statement that guide decision making. In simple word, we can say it is the organization's own way of handling the problems. Fine. Organization make policy to handle its problem in more effective way. We can see about policies a few points. Policy is a general response to a particular problem or solution. They are saying policy provide the basis for strategy. Fine. So the organization make policy just to solve their problem in a more easy way. Fine. For an example, recruitment policy, hiring policy. Hiring only university trained engineer, and sale policy, we can say selling product on the cash basis but not on the credit basis. These can be the policy of the organization to handle its problems. What type of problem? Say it be it has to sell the product on credit basis. If it already made policy about selling the product on cash basis, then it will be avoiding the credit basis sale. So in long run, it can easily earn profit which it has already desired. Fine. So second one is there are policies for all the levels and departments in the organization. There are so many policies for all the levels and departments of the organization. So policy basically defines the general response to a particular problem. Fine. Major company policy are for all to know, say it be customers, clients, competitors, etc. Whereas minor policies are applicable to insiders and contain the details of the information which is important to the employees of the organization. Fine. So there are so many policies for all the levels and department in the organization. Say it be major policies and minor policies. Our next point is policies define the broad parameters within which a manager may function. They are saying the manager may use his freedom to act, or we can say discretion, to interpret and apply a policy. For example, the decision taken under a purchase policy may be should the company make its requirement of packages, and we can say how many suppliers should a company make purchases from, and we can say how should vendors be selected for procuring supplies. So all these queries would be addressed by the purchase policy. So it depends upon the company that what type of policy it is making and for whom, and they have to apply the policy in the organization to achieve the better result. Fine. So all this is about the policy, strategy and objectives. So your homework is to read all three types of plan along with the process of planning.